High school football is finally here all across Acadiana, and week one brought us a ton of marquee matchups. From the Berry to Monroe, Tony Corvell joked this week that he was nuts. The Bears open up their season at West Monroe tonight, the 8-time 5A champions. In 3A, two of the most prolific teams in the state meeting, seeking week one wins. Does Church Point plunder a win for the third straight season against the Kaplan Pirates? And our game of the week is the matchup in Louisiana tonight. The 5A defending state champion Acadiana Wrecking Rams going on the road to take on LCA, a three-time defending champion themselves. Folks, a matchup like this doesn't get any better. The talk, the previews, the wait, it's all over. Tonight the pads are on, the hits are real, and the wins have a meaning. Are you ready? I am. Friday Night Football starts now. Good evening and welcome inside the KATC studio. I'm Andrew Clay. He's Seth Lewis. Brianna Aldridge will join us a bit later. 2020 will be a season we don't forget. But Seth, it's so refreshing just to be here, to see games, to play games, something we didn't always know would come true.
Yeah, and high school football is much like college this year in one big way. These warm-up games in week one are to kick off the rust off and are not a part of the early season schedule. Tonight we got so many heavyweight bouts and none bigger than our game of the week, brought to you by Malcolm Stubbs, orthopedic surgeon. Acadiana versus LCA, the reigning 5A champs against the defending Division III champs. The Rams are coming off their first perfect season in school history, while the Knights were one win away from being undefeated in 2019. That one loss was to Acadiana. LCA debuting the renovations at Knight Field for their home opener. LCA playing host to those defending champion Acadiana, which turns into a defensive battle. It's a scoreless game. The Knights QB Ryan Roberts trying to get something going, but it's the Rams linebacker Caleb Arsenault who snatches this one and runs it all the way into LCA territory. We knew this defense would be good. Of course, they allowed only 3 points in the title game last year and returned most of their starters. That sets up a few plays later after they hop on that right there. Tyven Zeno with the carry for the touchdown. 7-0, Acadiana takes the lead. Back from halftime, LCA is going to lean on freshman QB Juwan Johnson after Roberts goes out with an injury. Johnson looking for the Knights, Brylan Green in the red zone, but it's another interception for Acadiana as Kennedy Pierre is all over it. Acadiana takes the momentum in the fourth, scoring 2 touchdowns with less than 5 minutes on the board as they shut out LCA 21-0.
Thomas Moore enjoyed the services of one of the state's top passers in the past few years. That was Caleb Holstein, who's now gone to Louisiana Tech. He smashed the record books and he graduated. The next chapter for the Cougars is one led by Walker Howard, an LSU commit who's never started a varsity game until tonight. There is so much hype around this junior. STM hosting Plaquemine. Walker Howard right to work. First drive, first touchdown. Who else, Seth? It's Jack Besh on the scoring end of the fade. 7-0 Cougars. Tied at 7, still in the first. Howard this time connecting with quickly to Carter Arsenault, the senior, has wheels, 70 yards to pay dirt. Cougars back on top in this one. A lot happening in this opening quarter of the season. The quarterback here hit, and his pass is going to be intercepted by Dante Taylor. Let's check out the happy parents in the stands. Then it's Howard again. This time he finds the wide receiver in the end zone. 21-7 after one quarter to STM blows out Plaquemine 56-17.
It was a classic rivalry in St. Martin Parish. Bro Bridge hosting St. Martinville 13-6 Gold Tigers at halftime. Third quarter, Mandrell Butler gets the carry, sees construction one way, so he follows the detour sign to pay dirt. 55-yard touchdown. St. Martinville up 20-6. Next drive for Bro Bridge, QB Tanner Reed facing pressure from Quentin Butler, and he is going to actually just heave it up, looking for a prayer, but it's Dayton Fauchot who says thank you very kindly. That interception sets the Gold Tigers in maroon territory, and SMSH cashes in. Bailey Mitchell was able to cash it even with the fumble. St Martinville takes a 26-6 lead. Fourth quarter, Maroon Tigers trying to mount a comeback. Cohen Boyd carries it in from 5 yards out, but it is St Martinville that gets the win 26-14. Now Jimmy Zachary making his debut as Appaloosa's head coach when they visited Turling today. Defense was the theme in this one early. On Turling's first drive, QB Caden Boulay tries to run for the first down, but Donton Washington gets the strip and recovery for the Tigers. Now it's OHS's turn on O, but QB Giovanni Gibson is sacked by Jacob Manuel. Tigers go 3 and out. TCH now with the ball, but this time Boulay is going to be intercepted by Colin Reese-Guillory. That will not be the last time we call that name on this program. Appaloosa has great field position after the INT, but they wouldn't capitalize immediately. But on the next drive, Gibson is going to take it himself, and he is going to find the end zone. OHS takes a 7-0 lead. Second quarter, Boulay is going to drop back, and he's finally going to find a connection, this time with Julian Guy for the first down. Rebels would score a couple. That's a good guy. They would score a couple plays later to tie it, and it is Turling that gets the win, 42-21. And of course, that makes Turling's 1-0 on the season.
Yeah, Louis Cook's Notre Dame team is always in the championship conversation. You know this, Seth. But last season, a quarterfinal out was new territory for the Pios. Notre Dame had made it to at least the semifinals in every season dating back to 2014. The Pios with a 14-0 lead in this game midway through the second quarter. Check out the defense. Pios stuffing the exchange. The ball is loose, and Caleb Como doing his namesake dirty there. He comes up with it. A couple turnovers for the Spartans offense in the first half, and Notre Dame going to work. Handoff goes to Dom Thibodeau, and he's coming into our living room tonight. A few plays later, Thibodeau is going to get the ball again, and he's going to go into the end zone this time. I was much safer on this play as the Pios go up 21-0 late in the first half. Como handing it right back to Notre Dame on another turnover, and right back to work come the Pios. Parker Sahan on play action fires a strike to Luke Uhas on the goal line. 28-0 Pios at the half as Notre Dame wins big, 41-7. In Class 3A, Cecilia at Crowley tonight, midway through the first. Gents punting. You know what that means. It's a block. Anytime you get a punt in the highlights, I mean, it's a touchdown or a block. Then later in the second quarter, Cecilia has the ball. Alex Swallow throws a dime to Jermaine Davis for the touchdown. That score would put the Bulldogs up 13 in the second quarter. Still in the second, the Bulldogs force another turnover. It's Kennedy Livings with not only the acrobatic strip, but the score, as Cecilia would continue to make plays all night long. Just play the song. Can we sing the song? I don't know if we've got copyright clearance for that. Cecilia wins 54-13. One quarter is in the books. Remember, if you miss anything, you can rewatch our entire show on the KTC Roku app, Android TV, Apple TV, Fire Stick. You know the routine. Plus, each game is posted online on our KTC YouTube channel.
Other words, KTC is everywhere. When we come back, a rivalry renewed in Abbeville, the Wildcats and Eagles with new head coaches, plus Kaplan and Church Point meet. You're watching Friday Night Football only on KTC.